It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. A good one coming up here in the NFC North. So great to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, love this division. Geographic proximity, legacy, physicality. It's all that you love about football, and all the teams in this division really have some positives going for their franchises.
I think this is one of the more intriguing divisions across the entire league, right? On one hand, Mike, you have Detroit, you have Green Bay. They have their long-term answer at quarterback, and when you have that box checked, you have a chance at the playoffs every single year. And then the other remaining teams, did Minnesota draft the quarterback of the future? Did Chicago draft their quarterback of the future? If they can answer yes to those questions, the NFC North becomes one of the top and most competitive divisions in all of NFL football.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Finding room at midfield. Justin Jefferson. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. He's got it. And the Vikings will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he is reaping all the benefits.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he will score! Jaden Reed, touchdown Packers. That his first touchdown this year. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Anders Carlson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. The catch is made, it's Agnew. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not.
And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Ready, set. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he will score. Jaden Reed, touchdown Green Bay. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They send him right out of the slot. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. A first carry now for Ty Chandler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They need 8 as they come up for third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing now on third and long. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
To return, it's Nixon. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Ready.
Love to throw it on first down. This one deep and looking for Melton. And he will go all the way. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here, let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore. And then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern Time. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A carry now for Chandler. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now a loose football. The Packers have it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs. A second effort, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. A run now for Chandler. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cut.
Back to throw is Love. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Ready. Let's go. Cut.
Back to the air, it's Love. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's got the first down. A job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Love. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Powell now to bring it back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they have gone to the halftime break with the Bears out in front. Rome Odunze has a touchdown reception from fellow first-round pick Caleb Williams. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Hunter Renfrow with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Set.
Here's a run. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
One more time, it's Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, They deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Kick is good. Makes the score Packers 38, Vikings 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, ready. Set, hunt.
On 1st down, it's Love. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
They'll go for it. Love. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. This one complete to Oliver. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
To the air once more is McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. A gain of 7.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll run it here with Chandler. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is the veteran Preston Smith. Works his way in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Set, hut. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Inside the 20. And he will score again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, it's McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Greg, talk about a real boost for your running game. That has powered them to this big lead.
And anytime you have one of these upper echelon running backs, a truly elite player at the position, it just makes such a difference in how you're able to run the ball. And what I mean by that is, even if in the beginning of the game the yards are tough to come by, you know as the game unfolds and gets longer, just continue to get your guy more and more touches, and he's eventually going to break through. And even though today he's had his way with this defense, barring some sort of change, I think they got to continue to give him the ball as often as possible.
And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And this ball will be downed on the other side of midfield. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The ball comes out. The Packers have it. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers will add 1 more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. So, it's a win for the Packers. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.